What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing. Come back at you with another video, and today I've gotten something that I've really wanted for like 2, maybe 3 years. I'm gonna be putting a bunch of coral into this tank, and it's coming from a very special YouTuber, FishofHex. Now I decided to get 20 corals from him, some Kato, because I mean, well, his Flamingo tank is destroying his tank and he was doing a sale. So I decided to grab that. Now let's see, I'm pretty excited because I've been a subscriber of FishofHex for like probably 3 years, back when he was doing the 125 gallon. And then, oh cool, it's got the 20-piece frag pack limited edition and some Katomorpha. So, I love it. We got the DOA and dipping and everything. I'll follow those directions. Let's see, I was expecting a bigger box. He must have put these in like tiny specimen cups. Okay. Yeah, this package pretty nice. Little coral keychain. Love it. All right, got some, looks like it's damp paper towels on top. Well, let's drop it on the floor. Hopefully wife doesn't care. Oh, I got a trash can right there. Oh baby, look at these guys. Oh. This looks so nice. Everything is looking good. That looks like bird's nest. What's this one? And there's a little bit of algae on this one. I'm not sure what that one is. Not sure what that is. Some acro. Just a ton of acros in his tank. I'm loving it. That looks like a green digi. I wish they were kind of labeled. That might be a green digi. Another one, I don't know what the other one was. But you can see everything came in. It's a little wet on the inside. Oh, that's a cool frag plug. Pretty sweet. Loving it. That looks like some sort of pavona of some sort. I don't know exactly. It's hard to tell when. Now that, actually, this is the pavona. Or cactus coral, some people say. And then, I mean, everything's looking great. I cannot believe how well everything's coming in. All right, so while I unpack all these corals, and my hands are getting kind of full because he gave me so many for a great deal, because it's, you know, this fish is tearing up his tank. I'm gonna put these in the sump and float them for a bit. So the policy is, if you got DOAs, I don't think I got any DOAs. They look great. Everything came in really well. I've been floating them for 30 minutes as opposed to 20 minutes. I'm gonna do it in my main display. Now the reason why I'm doing it in the main display is my quarantine tank, I just got some sketchy corals in that I had to clean and get some algae off, and it did have bubble algae on it. And I kind of trust FishofHex and his corals way more than that quarantine tank upstairs that has only a handful of corals that came from a risky kind of fish store in the area. So what I'm gonna do is dip them. I'm gonna actually do a double dip. So I'm gonna follow his procedure. 20 minutes floating, I'm gonna remove the coral and drip acclimate them for 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna do Coral RX, but I'm also, after the Coral RX, I'm going to do a Coral MD. And then I'm gonna put them in the tank after I rinse them in fresh water before adding them to the system. So, that is the plan. Let's get started. So I'm unboxing them, or I'm bagging them, and it looks like this one might have some tissue recession on it. I'm not quite sure. So I'm gonna keep on going and see how it looks once I get it in the tank. So these corals are looking amazing. The colors on them, I mean, you can't really tell. Obviously I have this big shine going on and reflection. But these corals are looking solid. Only one of them looks a little stressed. That's about it. But I'm gonna acclimate them and start Coral RXing them. Well, the audio is gonna sound bad on this because my son grabbed my lapel mic and he was having too much fun with it. But the corals are now in Coral RX, and I'm turkey bastering them around, so they look pretty good. Back to the good audio. My son graciously gave me my lapel mic back. But now I'm doing a second dip for about 5 minutes to 10 minutes with Brightwell Coral MD. I mean, it's pretty much about the same thing as Coral RX, but you can never be too careful. I'd rather you know, double dip them down here, then put them in a quarantine tank when I know the quarantine tank had corals in it that came in with bubble algae. I think I got it off, but I know FishofHex has better corals than the ones I got in the QT tank, so I think I'll be safe double dipping these puppies. It's been about 2.5, 3 hours since I put them in the tank, and they're slowly being acclimated. You can see that everything is looking really good. I wish the camera would do this justice because the color pop on these things is awesome. Let me swing it around the other side. This is like right up against the glass. You can see these things are looking great. Absolutely awesome. Let's back it up a bit. I am really happy with this purchase, and FishofHex, Travis, you did awesome. Really appreciate it. Even the one right there in the back. I'm kind of worried about tissue recession. I'm gonna try to hit it with some AB Plus from Red Sea, but everything is looking pretty dang good. Just threw some AB Plus, Red Sea's AB Plus Reef Energy in there, and I think it's gonna do pretty well. Kind of see the water's getting a little bit yellow. Can't deny that that yellow color kind of looks a little bit cool. You know it's actually going to work and doing its job. So I cannot wait. I'm probably gonna let these corals sit on this like little frag rack for maybe a week. See how they do, see if I need to hit them with any aminos, anything, make sure that they're okay after all the shipping. And then once I see that they're doing pretty well, really start finding places for them. Some of these corals are really big and thick, which is great. And I cannot wait to, you know, place them in the tank. I'm thinking this side over here is pretty full. I do have a spot in the middle that I could put them on. I do have a spot up high here where I could put it where that snail is. Got a spot in the middle between these two corals. When I get to this side, I'm thinking about making my zoas go here and then putting a lot of the acros coming up along this back side. I wish you could see that. That's a Walt Disney. That's, of course, you can't really tell because of the colors and everything. It's all washed out. Oh well. Yeah, maybe put some acros along the back side here. See how they go. You know, lower light, I don't know which ones are probably higher versus lower. I know Travis keeps his corals in like 250 to 450. He has a really high par. But yeah, I got some little outcroppings. I can put them right about here, shooting out this way. You know, might cover up the octospawn right there, but I'm thinking if I can kind of put some zoas there, it might be perfect for them to be in that low light. Of course, I don't want them to kind of like take over that rock. There's always that risk you run with the zoas. That's a good picture. All right, guys, so that's all I got for you this time. Now, the corals came in healthy, shipped great, no problems at all. Got some Cato growing in the sump now, and I'll show you that in a video. I keep promising this video, but now I actually have the Cato, so I can get that video out. So that's gonna be great. And you know, the only thing I could even critique Travis on is, hey, kind of label the corals. That way I kind of know what they are. I'm probably gonna just go to your website and check them out and kind of figure out which ones I got. I know it was a limited time frag pack because, you know, his fish like to destroy his reef tank since they're so big. But overall, I'm really happy, and I cannot wait to get these things in their locations to grow out because I cannot wait to see the colors. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this time. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to give me a like. And did you know that 80% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed? So if you want to support the channel, it costs you nothing. Just give me a sub. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's like my big milestone, and I will give you more content. I'll see you next time.